Hello children. Yes, next we have to study about the next topic. We reached that, finished the climate of India, everything over. Then next, this is next portion, it is related to forest. Okay. Then another name is natural vegetation. Natural vegetation means it's already there in the nature. So natural vegetation, that means what is mean by natural vegetation? We can see natural way seeing the vegetation, that is trees and plants. Together that we can see in where we can see that we can see, yes, forest. So normally natural vegetation means forest area we are studying about. So next, what is by forest? What is the speciality of forest? Forest is a place of wild animals, is a home of wild animals. And what we can see in that forest area? We can see, yes, trees, plants, wild animals we can see, and thick forest, big trees we can see in the forest. Okay, and that big tree, and also when we are going to that area, what the feeling we can get fresh, we become very cool, and also very only the sound of that forest, we are hearing that sound of that. When you go to that forest side, we can listen the different sounds of the birds, animals we can hearing, and also what it is a home of wild animals. When we are going that, there will be an announcement, it is don't make any horns or make sound, and don't disturb the animals. Okay, that is good thing. Okay, in our home, anyone will come and disturb us? No, the same way we have to their house, we are giving them protection. So that is a specialty. So next lesson we have to study about the natural vegetation and what are the importance of forests, and also which are the different types of forests we can see in our country. Because we studied the physical features of India. In the different physical features, different states, we can different physical features we can see in that. So according to that, different types of plants are growing into that area, plants and trees, and also animals also. According to that climate, according to that physical feature, they can see different types of animals also. The same. So next we have to study about the different types of forests we can see in India, and also the speciality and different, what the speciality of that different types of forests. Okay, and how to conserve, protect the forest area. And first we study importance, after the types of forest. Okay, shall we study that forest natural vegetation? Okay, lesson 12, natural vegetation. First we have to be natural vegetation, that means about forest. So first we have to study about what are the importance of forest. Forest means full of trees and plants, that area we are seeing forest. Now what we can see in the forest, that we can see already I told you, that is we can see plants and full of wild animals. And first we have to study about what are the importance of forests. Forest, because forests are very important, that is why we are protecting forest and all. Okay? So first we have to study about what are things we are getting from forest. Forests are useful to us in many ways. We get timber, firewood, pulp, gum, herbs, then grasses, leaves, resins, lac, etc. we are getting from forest, because from the trees we are getting all these things. For example, some of them only I wrote. Forests are useful to us in many ways, that we get timber, firewood, pulp, gum, herbs, like that many things we are getting from forest. And one of the things, we are getting timber, and what is the use of timber? Timber means big logs, is used in building houses, tools, furniture, etc. For we are using these big logs are called timber, that we can use for these purposes. And we are using paper, we are making paper from wood pulp. Paper is made from wood pulp. And also we are getting gum, herbs for medicine and all, that we are getting many, then lac, then rubber and all, we are getting many, that we are getting the rubber things that we are using for making rubber. And also forest, that is wood, we are trees are give us many useful things we are getting. Example only we are telling about, that is timber is used in building houses, tools, furniture, etc. Paper is made from wood pulp. And forest, that what is another important one? First one, forests have useful to us in many ways. Like we are getting timber, pulp, firewood, then gum, herbs, etc. we are getting. And second point, forests control floods and thus prevent soil erosion. Forest control flood because how the forest control flood, because the roots of the trees will prevent that flood, that is block these water flows, and because of these roots will be hold these things, so it help them to otherwise whatever soil erosion will happen. So that also we can use forest control flood and thus prevent soil erosion. And roots of the trees hold soil in its place, because these roots of the big trees are there in the forest, that will hold the soil in its place. It won't be soil erosion, won't be there. Otherwise, along with the flood or heavy rain, the soil will remove from that place. So it can be that forest also control this. The trees gives us oxygen. How trees gives us oxygen? For photosynthesis they are doing, because trees, plants need food. So how they are getting? They are taking carbon dioxide and plants need carbon dioxide and for photosynthesis, and they are give away the what it is oxygen they are sending out. So that oxygen we are getting. We need oxygen and we are sending out carbon dioxide. So trees gives us oxygen. And forests keep the air fresh and cool. When we are visit for calm and quiet, we are going to forest area, we are become fresh and cool. No pollution, nothing will be there, very silent, and also we are getting oxygen. So we are air become fresh and cool. And forests provide shelter to wild animals. And it is a forest is the home of wild animals. Normally we have home to live us in our own houses we are living, and it is a house of the wild animal, that is the forest, and it provides shelter to wild animals. And forests help in causing rainfall. And we have to, if we have a good forest area in an area, automatically we are getting good rainfall in that area. That is why mountains and hills we are seeing more forest area we can see in that, so that we can help in getting good rainfall in that area. So like that, forests have many importance. So what are the importance? Just say with me. Forests are useful to us in many ways. That means we get timber, firewood, pulp, gum, herbs, etc. And the use of these one or two, that is timber is used for building houses, tools, furniture, and paper is made from wood pulp. First important it is forest use in many ways. Second important it is forests control floods and thus prevent soil erosion. And third point, roots of the trees hold soil in its place. And next one, the trees gives us oxygen. Say with me, okay. And forests keep the air fresh and cool. And forests provide shelter to wild animals. And forests help in causing rainfall. These are the importance of forests. So you have to study the importance of first one. Forests are useful to us in many ways. And second one, forests control flood and thus prevent soil erosion. Roots of the trees hold soil in its place. Trees gives us oxygen. Forests keep air fresh and cool. And forests provide shelter to wild animals. And forests help in causing rainfall. These are the importance of forests. So you have to study about the importance of forests. Okay. Then next one, what are the different types of forests in India? And we are studying about the forests in India. Which are the types of forests we can see in India? Because we already studied different physical features, different landforms in India, and that's why we are getting different seasons we are getting, and according to that we are seeing different types of forests in different parts of India. We can see different types of forests. And what are the different types of forests in India? That is evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny forest, tidal forest, coniferous forest. These are the 5 types of forests we can see in different parts of our country. Which are the different types of forests in India? Evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny forest, tidal forest, coniferous forest. So today we can study 3 forests we can study today. Rest of the week study next class. Okay. So first we have to study about the evergreen forest. From the word itself we can understand that evergreen. That means always green we can see in that forest area. That we can normally we can say that they always getting good rainfall, good soil, that we can see this area full evergreen forest we can see in that. And what are the speciality of this evergreen forest? Evergreen forests remain green throughout the year. From the word I told you, evergreen, they remain green throughout the year. Throughout the year we can see full time green color in that we can see in that trees. That means shedding down leaves not seen in evergreen forest. These trees never shed their leaves fully and so are always green. That means at a time, if it is any season come, there is a chances for some of the trees shedding their leaves. But the evergreen forest, what we can see, shedding their leaves, but it is always green, but it is not fully that won't be gone. That is the speciality of evergreen forest. These trees never shed their leaves fully. That is the speciality. For example, teak wood. Normally we can see nearby teak trees. Okay, we can see now it is coming to winter time. So normally winter time, peak time it will come. That means December and all, that full of that teak leaves will shedding down. All the leaves will be only the trunk only and branches only we can see. Leaves won't be there. That is not that we cannot see in evergreen. For example, we can see our mango tree, jackfruit tree. That is always green. Anytime we can see full leaves won't be there on the jackfruit tree, mango tree. That means leaves will be down, 2-3 leaves will be okay, but fully won't be shedding down, won't be there. That type of trees are called evergreen trees. So these trees, the speciality it is remain green throughout the year. These trees never shed their leaves fully and so far always green. That is the one speciality of the evergreen trees or forest. Another speciality, the trees in the evergreen forest are tall and form a canopy as they have a very thick growth. That means that is what evergreen forests are tall trees, because it will be because these trees are very big, tall, and very trunk will be very big, and it will be go tall and fully canopy that is covered with green. That what's the problem? It is very difficult to get the sunlight down to that region because always green. So the sunlight are not getting fully down to that. So we can thick way we covered with a green. So that is why this automatically to get the sunlight, automatically plants will be grow tall to get sunlight. We can see in our area nearby itself, we can knowing that if it is some plants we can see going very tall to get sunlight. If it is in the shade of that area where there is sunlight, according to that will be grow according to that to get the sunlight. But here also the evergreen forest we can see trees are very tall and from a canopy, that means covered with a fully green on the top, as they have a very thick growth of this evergreen forest. And what are the for example, which are the trees we can see in evergreen forest? Ebony, mahogany, rosewood are examples of evergreen forest. So some of the trees name only we can hear it is saying that is, for example, for the evergreen forest, which are the trees we can see in the evergreen forest: ebony, mahogany, rosewood. These all are different names of the big trees. Okay, these are the speciality. From the word itself we can understood that evergreen forest means remain green throughout the year. That means never shed their leaves fully. Okay, and also it become very tall and form a canopy. They have a very thick growth, and example is ebony, mahogany and rosewood. Okay, this is about the evergreen forest. So say with me, evergreen forests remain green throughout the year. These trees never shed their leaves fully and so are always green. The trees in the evergreen forest are tall and form a canopy as they have a very thick growth. Ebony, mahogany and rosewood are example of evergreen trees. Clear, children? Okay, this is showing that evergreen forest, that is tall trees, and also they fully green, evergreen, and also because to get sunlight it will be grow tall, and also a canopy that is covered with a fully green, and it is thickly we can see in that area. This is speciality of the evergreen forest. And next one, deciduous forest. That is another type of forest we can see in India, deciduous forest. The trees in these forests shed their leaves in the summer season. This speciality of deciduous forest, summer time their leaves should be shed down their leaves in the summer season. But the speciality of this, the trees in these forests shed their leaves in the summer season. For example, sal, shisham, teak are examples of deciduous forest. That I told you, teak wood, that is winter come after summer. So winter peak, it will started shedding their leaf, and in summer reached it will fully that leaves will be shedding down. That is the speciality of these trees. Which are the trees in we can see in the deciduous forest? Sal, shisham and teak are the examples of deciduous forest. And what is meant by deciduous forest? These trees shed their leaves in the summer season, and wood of these trees is used for making furniture. Like we are using that evergreen forest trees, same way these trees also we can use for making furniture. And we can find these forests in the southern plateaus and along the foothills of Himalaya. And where we can see in India these trees, southern plateau, that is come to that southern plateau area our side, and also along the foothills of Himalaya. What is the foothills of Himalaya? Shivalik range. Okay, that foothills of Himalaya we can see this deciduous forest. Okay, so what is the speciality of the deciduous forest? The trees in these forests shed their leaves in summer season. That is the main speciality of the deciduous forest. And example it is, say with me, sal, shisham and teak. And what are the use of these deciduous forest and the evergreen forest? This wood of these trees is used for making furniture. And where we can see this deciduous forest? We can see these deciduous forests in the southern plateaus and along the foothills of Himalaya. There we can see this deciduous forest. And that is speciality of the deciduous forest. Beginning they have become green, and slowly coming to winter and reach the summer, the leaves will be shedding down their leaves. Okay, and so that is the speciality of the deciduous. Leaves become yellowish color, and slowly that means going to be dry, and after that it will be shedding down, and it will be, that is the speciality of the deciduous forest. Clear, children? Evergreen, just opposite evergreen, that is deciduous forest. Okay, then next we have to study about the thorny forest. From the word thorns are there. Okay, so normally where we can see this, we can see in desert area. Okay, that there is water is less in that area, we can see. Okay, we can see what are the specialities. Thorny forest, that also we can see in India. Trees have thorns and long roots. That is speciality of the thorny forest. That means the tree's speciality have thorns. Thorns because that is the leaves of these trees become thorns. We cannot see much leaves. We can see thorns and long roots. Why it has long roots? Because normally these trees are seen in the desert region where there is rainfall. We are not getting much rainfall. That area we can see these thorny trees. And how they are getting water? They can live without water many days. Their root will be going long route, going to the get underground water. Especially the date palm trees and cactus and all this, their root will be long root will be there going. You study in the science class itself, a long root that will get the underground water. So that's why they are getting water. If it is no rainy time they are getting from the nearby place they are getting water. But other time if there no rain in that area. So that time they are getting, because of long roots, they are getting underground water. So these trees have thorns and long roots. Clear? They can live without water for a long time because of they have long roots. It can be found in Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. So what is speciality? It have thorns and long roots, and that is why they can live without water for a long time. And where we can see this thorny forest? We can see in Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh, that nearby that area, that Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, this area we can see thorny forest. And what example for this thorny forest tree? Babul, cactus, kikar are the examples of this thorny forest. These are the trees we can see in this side. Thorny forest, babul tree, cactus and kikar. These are the trees we can see in this thorny forest area. Okay, so what are the speciality of thorny forest? It has thorns and long roots. And what is the speciality? They can live without water for a long time. And where we can see Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, parts of the all place won't be there. That is where there is no much rainfall is not there. Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh we can see this thorny forest. And example it is babul, cactus and kikar. Clear? So three forests we studied. Which are the three types of forests we can see in India? We studied evergreen forest, that means always green, no shedding their leaves fully. Okay, and that is why it is called that name. And example we studied. What is the example for this evergreen forest? Yes, mahogany. Yes, that we can see in that area, ebony, mahogany, rosewood. And deciduous forest we can, the speciality, shed their leaves fully in the summer season. Okay, and both evergreen and deciduous forest trees we can use for making furniture. And we can see this deciduous forest in the foothills of Himalaya and southern plateau. We can see, for example, teak wood that we can see in that area. And next we studied about the thorny forest. It has thorny trees have long roots and thorns, and they can live without water a long time. And we can see in Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. And example it is babul, cactus and kikar are the examples of this thorny forest. I think it is the picture of that thorny forest, that we can see leaves, only thorns only, leaves cannot be seen that much. Okay, that is speciality, leaves become thorns. Okay, that is speciality of this thorny forest. Okay, so I think these three forests study for this today, and also the importance. Okay, and the two questions also we have to study. Answer these questions. How are forests useful to us? That is in the textbook, it is there in the page number 78. You can mark into that. How, first say with me, how are forests useful to us? We already studied first. We get timber, firewood, pulp, gum, etc. from the forest. And forest control floods and thus prevent soil erosion. Roots of the trees hold soil in its place. The trees gives us oxygen. Forests keep the air fresh and cool. Forests provide shelter to wild animals. Forests help in causing rainfall. These are the importance of forest. That is in the heading, it is importance of forest. That points you study one that point. And for second point, that is what is the use of the timber paper. That we can, what are the uses? You just write down the first point, then you write the other points only, just write down. Mark that one. Okay, I think everyone mark that one. It is in the textbook. Mark it and copy down into your notebook. Okay, that is the first question. And next one more question is what types of trees are found in the evergreen forest? Saying about the what type of trees and speciality of the evergreen forest. So if then what is speciality, first we have to say, and after that we can say the name of that trees. These trees never shed their leaves fully and so are always green. And the trees in the evergreen forest are tall and form a canopy bar as they have a very thick growth. Ebony, mahogany and rosewood are examples of evergreen trees. So that also in the textbook, page number 79, in the right side, evergreen forest, and in the right side, first paragraph, first line, then second paragraph, first line and the last line. Like that 3 points we have to study. So say with me, what types of trees are found in the evergreen forest? Say with me, these trees never shed their leaves fully and so are always green. The trees in the evergreen forest are tall and form a canopy as they have a very thick growth. Ebony, mahogany and rosewood are examples of evergreen trees. Clear, children? Okay. Okay, children. So study these 3 forests, that is evergreen forest, deciduous forest and thorny forest, and 2 question answers. Okay, thank you.